That's bullish. Dr. Phil wrecks Bill Maher over his biased take on Trump ICE raids. It's ridiculous how they demonize the ICE agents, the police. They demonize them for for arresting people, for arresting criminals, for doing their job, for following the law that's on the books. The left is demonizing the whole ICE thing when they know these people have no business being in this country in the first place. And then they go and break our laws and pretend like the laws don't apply to them. And now they're being held accountable, and the left is upset about it, which is just ridiculous. But we're gonna hear what Dr. Phil has to say about it, and what Bill Maher says about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from BizPack Review, and they report that Bill Maher exchanged words with Dr. Phil McGraw over President Donald Trump's ICE raids, but the doc wasn't about to take it lying down. Leftists hate Trump's enforcement of federal immigration law. Like I said, it's the law, claiming that he is trying to break up families and deport hardworking gardeners and housekeepers. He's not breaking up families. Their children are welcome to go with their parents that came into this country illegally. Maher took this line of thinking into the conversation with Dr. Phil, asking him why he was participating in these, quote, unpopular raids. Unpopular to who? Not the average American. The average American is celebrating what's happening right now. I mean, even in Chicago, look at some of our black communities that are happy that these people are being sent back to where they came from. But let's play this clip. Here we go.
But why are you going on these ICE raids? I don't understand that. You're a guy who we know for so many years who has been working to put families together, to bring families who are apart and heal them. And now you're going on raids with people who are literally separating families. Explain that to me.
Now that's bullshit.
That's not bullshit. They're
is
not separating families?
No. Look, if you arrest somebody that's a citizen that has committed a crime or is DUI with a child in the back seat, do you think they don't separate that family right then, right there?
But that's not what's going on.
Of course they do. But what you're talking about, I was hearing you in your monologue saying you've got these ICE agents with masks on.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you why they have their mask on, because we actually have legislators who passed laws about immigration and funded those laws to be executed. They actually pay these agents to go out and do this, and now they're doxing them. They're putting their name, their pictures, their addresses of their families on the internet. They're putting them on telephone poles. So, of course, they're wearing masks so they don't get outed, so people can do violence against their families. The negative actions against ICE agents are up 1,000% in the last several months. 130% violence against them. And why them? They didn't make the laws. They didn't make that law. What are you expecting to do? Just not do their job? If you don't like the law, change it. I don't like that law at all. Change the law.
If you don't like it, why are you going?
Because that is the law.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to...
What I'm going on, I've looked at these files.
But I don't like hunting. I don't go out with hunters, you know.
But they've got 12. No, wait a minute. They've got, the ICE raids I've been on, I've seen the files. They've got a rap sheet, 12, 14 different cases long of child predators that they're taking off the street. These are the worst first that they're taking off the streets. Who would want them back in their community?
We all agree with that.
Dr. Phil.
Facts. So if you agree, look at the barely clap. They barely clap for that.
No one. I keep answering your questions, and you keep saying I'm not answering your questions. Nobody wants that. But we all didn't want violent criminals and gangs, but that pivoted to going to Home Depot. You know, when Trump came down the first time from the escalator, he said, you know, the rapists and the criminals and some, I assume, are good people. The ones standing in front of Home Depot just looking for an honest day's work, for an honest day pay, those are the good people, I assume.
Yeah, but I agree 1000% with Dr. Phil there. Like it's crazy how they continue to cape, how they continue to prop up these criminals. I mean, these are some of the worst of the worst people that we're truly going after here, and they are and the left continue to cape for criminals. I've never seen anything like it. How can you be for criminals, people that break the law, murderers, you know, child abusers, all these other things? It's disgusting to me that they continue to cape for these people. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.